family. Yes, family, you don't know, say, you know, we're there, at the African Emancipation Day, Reparations Rebellion, you know what I'm saying? So, we just have to make you know, say, we have a live this evening for Ziva night, as usual, but we're starting an hour late, yeah, so 9 p.m. UK time, and I believe that corresponds with, alright, go, 4 p.m. EST, yeah, I'm saying 4 p.m. EST, 9 p.m. UK time, EST, British Summer time, you don't know the thing, but yeah, it's been a nice day still, you know what I'm saying, some beautiful African people around here, so we're looking forward to the whole vibration. We're going to talk about it later on Ziva night, and it's the first of Mosiah as well. It's the first of Mosiah. So we're going to talk some Mosiah, you know. Mosiah live. Mosiah live right now, Kingdom. So yeah, just to give you a notice, make you know say the thing that will come later on, alright? You know what I'm saying? 9 p.m. UK time. You can tune into Ziva night at 9 p.m. UK time. And yeah, you know what I mean? We look forward to seeing you. Yes, sir. You see? Alright, people that are watching right now. Yeah, and I want to know also if anybody's watching that came down to the reparations rebellion. You can have opportunity to say your own reflection.
Story is so funny. I remember that. It was so funny.
Alright, but Ziva night this evening.
What y'all say?
Yeah.
Hey, give time.
Every person that day,
yeah, you know. Don't be live. Don't be live.
Mosiah live.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, probably. I saw the thing go. The vibes were nice. You know? So I can give you an idea of what's happening on the stage right now. I'll show you.
But also those of us in the diaspora, and we link into that.
So this is Sister Esther Stanford Jose, one of the leading reparations
so we
voices.
have to create the conditions and
in
catalyze other people's movements and reparation struggles so that they can be part of the repair and not be part of continuing the Manganese.
Earlier you had Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and I'm saying, building that global infrastructure and connecting again into the Pan-African liberation movement, which is really about our global people's power. So yeah, once again family, we're going to be talking about the day on Ziva night, yeah, later on, 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m.
In terms of this,
you know what I'm saying?
I have to say,
so big up yourselves. Yeah, man like Gallant is in the building. Man like Amosu Awayemi, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man the whole body chest academy, you don't know. You're live on GKTV. And the people them that are no strangers to GKTV, you know? People them that are no strangers to GKTV, not nice to be out in the building, you know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, we're there. And this man is a serious man. This man right here is a serious man. A very serious man right here. Every day. Just a hacking in the building, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you're from, you just feel the vibrations and you can come through. 9 p.m.
Why do we want that?
Oh, sorry, so
because
the gorilla man there, you know, the quality t-shirt. It's like I live. Oh, I know.
Many of us are working on different reparation solutions. And even though we as co-organisers have our vision, we want to create
why is he holding on to the t-shirt? Why is he holding on to the t-shirt? You're supposed to give it to him, you know what I'm saying?
We have never had the opportunity to have
Mosiah t-shirt all about the place. You have to know the music. You're the most prominent prophet. You're the gorilla man there.
I'm going to get a discount code for you, yeah? I'll get a discount code.
I mean, yeah?
Yeah, no, real
talk. So you stay tuned with that discount code. What? I want to play content over everything there, you know? I want you to say content over everything there. Reparations rebellion. We're now around inside GKTV, you know?
I do that push every time.
How we can win!
Yeah, family, so we're here, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Ziva night, yeah? Ziva night, let us get to know each other. Yeah, 7 p.m. Sorry, 9 p.m. Usually we start 8, yeah? And no, that's not. Sister Shanice is there. We're not taking my tip. Sister Shanice there. Yeah, Sister Shanice there. So if you want a t-shirt from me, yeah, the Gorilla Man's gonna give me a discount code where you can, you know, buy the t-shirt. I'm gonna let you know what I've got. I'm gonna announce that little later on still. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay tuned. Yeah. So yeah, as we said, we're 1 hour later today as far as Divanai is concerned. 1 hour later, yeah. So we usually start 8 p.m. We're gonna start 9 p.m. Alright, so if you're there at EST time, that's 4 p.m. Alright, 4 p.m. EST, Divanai this evening. And yeah, we're gonna talk about Wagwan around here as far as the Reparations Rebellion. And we're also gonna be talking Mosiah, because today is the first of Mosiah. Mosiah live. We don't know kings and queens.
There was a reason why.
Alright, we're now stop
they called it an African reparations movement and not a Caribbean reparations movement.
Okay.
Although many of the people who were leading it were quote unquote African Caribbean. It's because of that long trajectory of Pan-Africanism, where we knew that we had to link with our power bases in our homelands and beyond. And that is the tradition that we, as the Stop the Manganese campaign and the African Emancipation Day Reparations March Committee, are following in. So we lobbied Bell, and we've been lobbying many elected officials, because at the level of the British state, we want recognition of our right to repair and the work that we are doing for ourselves to repair ourselves. And when those resources that are now being flying about, those resources belong to us. And we should have those resources restituted to us. It's not funding, they're ours. But if we are not organising as a power base, we cannot enforce our will on those institutions who, to assuage their consciences, just want to give away money. So they can say we've done it, whilst they hold on to the lion's share. So we are using this process on the Commission of Inquiry to further gather our troops and organise our masses and raise our consciousness as to what is at stake and what it is that we should be putting on the table as a people who are recognising our global power and able to harness our global people's power and exercise that in the UK. Now, this Commission of Inquiry is unique because there's nowhere else in the world where they're calling for something like this that will hear testimony from our people, all those people around the world, that Britain, in its empire days, of which it still has them, colonized and subjugated and dispossessed us. Nowhere else is calling for that. So this is not a regional strategy. This is about the children of those Africans who fought empire, saying we are here, standing in the place of our ancestors, and we have never forgotten, and we will never forget. And we will ensure that this society will know what it is that we have done, what it is that we built, and that we actually are custodians of all of this. So this is not just about a right to a British citizenship. We have a right to be here, not because of being British. We were here before them, but we have a right to be here because of everything that Britain has stolen from us. And our people are coming after their wealth. And wealth is not money.
Money can't buy life.
Wealth is not money. So it's all of our wealth. And land is central to our repair and restoration. Because when things start happening, where are we going to go? Europe is becoming a fortress again. Our people are being gunned down in Spain. Everywhere. Because they're trying to cross borders. Because their lives are being made uninhabitable. Tujama is really, we say we are an African heritage community. We're not a national, we're not an ethnic minority. We are a nation. We are a nation in formation, and we are outside of our homeland. So we have special rights as nations. And the only group that's really recognised in the context of the UK are the Cornish national minority. So these are the arguments that we are making, and using that as a basis to leverage our access to land rights here. So we can build the institutions like the Zenzele village that Sister Jendai mentioned. So we can build our institutions of repair in healthcare, in education, build our political economy, build the infrastructure for our entrepreneurs and our businesses that support the building of our community. We need land to do that. We need land to grow our food. Yeah, so that we're not eating all this toxic food that are giving us all these diseases that our parents and grandparents never had because of the foods that we're eating. So land is key to any people's survival and our ability to build community and to build the institutions of our repair. So that is a big part of what we have been achieving, including the formation of ourselves, because there have been various attempts. We had the African United Action Front, the Black United Front, the International African People's Parliament. We've got the Global African People's Parliament. All of them had that notion of nationhood and trying to unify our people across our differences. But it has not been easy, and this process has managed to keep many of us together in some kind of a way. And that is an achievement, not of us, but of you. That is your achievement, because you continue to be here and to make this possible and to keep giving us the inspiration. We have also built, apart from why we set up the APGAR, the All-Party Parliamentary Group, we wanted to take action on this Commission of Inquiry. So that is a mechanism. But by itself, it really is not going to achieve those ends if we don't have the community engaging and actually challenging that institution of state that we do not control to actually honour the demands of our community that inspired people like Bell to set it up. We have to hold them to account. And we have a mechanism called the link to the APGAR, which is about where we as the community have our debates and our arguments with each other, so that when we go into those spaces, we have a unified voice. We organize ourselves so that we can actually hold establishment to power to account with our own people's power. Okay? We've been creating our own institutions of education, because Brother Commoner spoke about the need for us to create our own institutions. Yes, we make demands of the state institutions. We are taxpayers. Why shouldn't we make those demands? But we have to build our own. And that is about our autonomy. And we can exercise forms of autonomy and self-determination even here. Jewish people do it. Muslim communities do it. Hindu communities do it. Why can't we as African people do it? We can, and we have been. That is also another achievement in terms of formulating a concrete plan around our autonomy. And we call these plans the Pempanzie Impangos. They are reparations plans.
Yes, kings and queens, but they are the Reparations Rebellion, live and direct. Blessed love. Blessings. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna give you some more. Yeah, we're there for the front line. I film this thing right here now. You know, so we're gonna share the footage with Ono. Yeah, live and direct soon, kings and queens. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about nothing. We're gonna get the thing. Yes, I. Love, love, love. Mosiah live, Mosiah live, Mosiah live. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we soon share the information far and wide. Yeah, and we're gonna be giving you the footage live and direct. So you're gonna hear all the speakers, including MPs from Parliament is down there still, you know. And they've been speak still. So stay tuned, kings and queens. But as I said, 9 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. UK time, we have Zivanai here. We're gonna be reviewing this day, you know what I'm saying? And talking about Mosiah Emancipation Day, you know what I mean? And then later on we're gonna share the footage with you, yeah, in the month of Mosiah. So don't worry, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. My brother, I'm live on gotkushTV. You wanna say hi to the people? Them? You don't have to.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No problem.
Look who's here, kings and queens. Yeah, the brother, the one and only Leo Muhammad with a good smile. If I'm as good looking as him at his age, I'm doing well. You know what I'm saying? Doing well. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, bro?
I'm very well, you know, brother. Very, very blessed and contented with my relationship with the God in heaven, and really just thanking God, brother. Just thanking God for this day.
How you been enjoying the day, my brother?
Yeah, it's been good, brother. It's been just wonderful to come out once again, see the people, and to, you know, see that after 10 years we've managed to maintain this process, and what that means essentially is that there is a foundation there, because oftentimes we start something a year, 2 years, whatever, it falls apart. But when you've got 10 years, what it demonstrates is not that it's perfect. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to really take it to the next level. But what it means is that a foundation exists. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Give
sir.
thanks. I just want to say, because we know that you've been involved in this process from the very beginning.
Yeah,
so
man,
we want to
respect,
give thanks.
man.
Yeah?
Respect, man.
Love,
Yes, sir.
love.
Yes,
So enough
sir.
people down there, Kings and Queens. And this man is a legend, you know. Not only, yeah, because not for you don't know him because him the Pantel Live Vision. This man is a legend, yeah, in the community. All right, me grew up. I see Leo Muhammad in the community. Me know Leo Muhammad not from the Tell Life Vision, you know, but from reasoning with my father, debate, fight, argument, agreement. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and continuation of works. And that's what me know Leo Muhammad from. So I want to just know the people. All right, you just know that, see? All right, give thanks, my brother.
Respect,
Love.
Thank you, brother.
All right, yes, Kings and Queens, we're there. You know what I'm saying? We're there. So yeah, Kings and Queens, Zivanai, yeah, Zivanai, 9 p.m. It's an hour later. Tuesday we're there. We can't run home still, you know. So we have to just wait. Yeah, 9 p.m. we're gonna start. And we're gonna, you know, share a little vibes, but it's the first of Mosiah, so we're going to talk about Mosiah, and I have a short interview as well, dealing with some independent African-centered educational institutions that have been running in this country for decades, yeah, for decades. So we want to let us come through. Once again, 9 p.m. tonight, yeah, on gotkushTV for Zivanai, and you can come live and reason with the eye also, all right? So yeah, so right now, it's the first time I've come live here on my, hold on there, may I try wonder. For Escaro, we are at the Reparations Rebellion in our Brixton right now, yeah, and it's wrapping up at the moment. Sister Esther Stanford Jose is speaking, one of the leading reparations activists in the world right about now, you know what I'm saying? So we're just making a know what's going on. And we're going to talk about it later on our Zivanai show. So set your reminder now. Yeah, Zivanai, 9 p.m. tonight. We're going to talk some more. Yeah, Mosiah live!